We have an exciting battle of two striking middleweights on Saturday night at UFC Vegas 33, Hall versus Strickland. Let's break it down. Sean Strickland is 30 years old. He's 6'1" with a 76-inch reach and a record of 23-3 with 10 knockouts and 4 submissions. From Corona, California, Strickland took up martial arts at the age of 14 in order to spend time away from his abusive household. He turned pro in 2008 at the age of 16 in the King of the Cage promotion with a second-round rear naked choke submission. In 2014, after going 13-0 with 10 stoppages, he made his UFC debut scoring a submission over Bubba McDaniel. The following year, he suffered his first loss via a unanimous decision, but quickly bounced back with 3 straight wins, including a third-round knockout of Alex Garcia and a split decision over Tom Breese, before dropping another decision, this time, though, to future welterweight kingpin Kamuru Usman. After a brutal back-and-forth fight with Court McGee that was originally ruled a draw until a calculating error was discovered, giving Strickland the decision, he was knocked out in 1 round by a vicious spinning wheel kick by Elizue Dos Santos in May of 2018. He finished out the year with a second-round TKO over Nordine Taleb, but was then involved in a devastating motor vehicle accident which resulted in reconstructive knee surgery, followed by a 2-year layoff to recuperate. He made his return in October of 2020 with a unanimous decision over Jack Marshman and followed that up with a savage beatdown of Brendan Allen, dropping him with a hard right cross followed by a left hook, which rendered him defenseless. In his most recent fight, he defeated Poland's Krizstof Jotko by a dominant unanimous decision. A well-rounded technical striker, Tarzan has good head movement and fights behind a solid jab, which he uses to set up his offense, landing at a very high rate of 5.14 strikes per minute. Uriah Hall is 36 years old. He's 6 feet tall with a 79.5-inch reach and a record of 17-9 with 13 knockouts. From Queens, New York, by way of Jamaica, Hall took up karate at the age of 13 due to constantly being bullied while he was in school. He attained the rank of second-degree black belt under Tiger Schulman. He turned pro in 2005 with a first-round knockout and won his first 4 fights, all by stoppage, before suffering his first loss, a first-round knockout by future champion Chris Weidman. After dropping a decision in his next match, he won 3 in a row before being selected for the 17th season of The Ultimate Fighter, where he went a perfect 4-0 with 3 knockouts for Team Sonnen before losing in the finale via split decision to Kevin Gastelum. 4 months later, he dropped another split decision, this time to John Howard, and came close to losing his contract with the UFC until he blew out Chris Lieben later that year and followed that up with a unanimous decision over Santiago Santos. After losing another split decision, this time to Rafael Natal, he knocked out Gegard Mousasi, stunning him with a spinning kick, a flying knee, and ground and pound before going on a 3-fight skid, dropping a decision to Robert Whittaker and then suffering back-to-back knockout losses to Derek Brunson and to Mousasi. On July 7, 2018, he was knocked out in 2 rounds by Paulo Costa, but bounced back 6 months later, knocking out newcomer Bevon Lewis with a perfectly timed counter right hook. The following year, he returned to defeat Antonio Carlos Jr., and after a year of fight cancellations, faced the past his prime all-time great Anderson Silva, defeating the ex-faded champion via TKO in round 4. On April 24, 2021, Hall faced former champion Chris Weidman in a rematch of their first fight from 11 years ago, but just 17 seconds into the fight, Hall checked a kick from Weidman, fracturing his tibia and fibula and making him the first fighter in UFC history to win a fight without throwing a single strike. A highly polished counter-striker, Primetime has explosive power with both his punches and kicks and is extremely accurate, landing at a 55% accuracy rate, but he can be tentative at times and has suffered from inconsistency his entire UFC career. Will Strickland's high-volume brawling style overwhelm Hall? Or can Primetime overcome his younger opponent with his creative and powerful counters? Tune in Saturday night for this highly anticipated matchup, Hall versus Strickland.